Good evening, East Africa. Welcome to yet another brand new week of The Desk. Now, if it's Wednesday, it's all about The Desk. Now, thank you very much for keeping yourselves logged onto U24. Now, we trust that every time you watch U24, you're inspired, you're motivated, and above all, you are educated. Like tonight, you're going to be inspired, you're going to be motivated, and you're going to be educated because the lady in the chair, ladies and gentlemen, now more than ever, I am Shadrach Shagaf Kisame. Now, the lady in the chair, she started off in a market. Yes, you heard it right. She was in a market and she was lending omuntu wawansi, these women who sell matoke, these women who sell charcoal, and she was lending them money. Now, guess what? COVID kicked in and she said, hey, what can I do for the women in this COVID era? Now, guess what? She thought about taxis. Yes, you heard it right, taxis. Now, she saw Uber coming up. She saw Safeboarder coming up and she said, what can I do? And she launched Diva Taxi. Welcome to the show, Sharon.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Shagda.
Tell me, what's happening out there?
Hello, it's going on.
You're making money?
I'm trying.
You're trying.
Everyone should make money.
All right, so introduce yourself to the viewers. Who is Sharon? Are you married? Okay, clearly you're married.
Oh, yeah.
You have any babies?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah. Hello, viewers. I'm Rotarian Sharon Ortega. I'm married. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a director at Shan's Phenomenal, and my newest baby is Diva Taxi, and my role there is executive director.
Sounds good. How did you conceive this? So you saw COVID coming, people are losing jobs. How do you think about it? Tell us about the conception of Diva Taxi.
All right, so Diva Taxi came about because we wanted to give hope. I need to let you know that I started it with my friend.
Okay.
She's called Rotarian Gillian Kopsinje.
Okay.
So we hatched the idea together.
Correct.
But before that, we were working together. We were working with women. We were doing different businesses. I was into the market. We were doing deliveries, laundry, and so now.
Oh, laundry, like you'd have people wash for people?
Yeah,
like a dry cleaning?
Dry cleaning
Correct.
business. Then you have to deliver to customers.
Okay.
So now, because of COVID, everything went
On a
terrible and
standstill, correct.
Yes, it was a really dark moment for us. The people we were working with stayed home. There was no light, there was no life.
Correct.
So we decided if we put a platform whereby all these other women that we're working with can still deliver their goods or sell their products or services, it would make more sense.
Correct.
Yeah. So on the 25th June 2020, we launched Diva Taxi.
Diva Taxi.
Yes,
okay.
please.
So it's just women?
Only women.
So if I want to be, for all the guys out there, you're tired of male chauffeurs, male Ubers, just go to Diva Taxis and you'll have a woman pack up at your gate, pack up at your office, and they'll definitely pick you and take you to where you want. But how efficient are you ladies?
We are. Trust a woman.
Mutia jamu. Like,
first of all, our cars
I want to tell you, Sharon. Yeah, before you say our cars are nice and we are clean and there's air freshener and all those things. Our cars mutia jam. Like for instance, I was driving with a friend of mine. I know she's driving and I'm a border, and I'm like, get off the wheel, let me drive. So
now all our women go through training.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So after you've brought all the necessities for registration, so we take you through training.
Okay.
Yeah, we train them how to be efficient drivers.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
please. And we'll, apart from that, we train them to be resilient. We are economically empowering them.
Okay.
Yeah. So if really you're to be a diva or a diva driver, you have to benefit from it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to the Diva Taxi later. Let's talk about women empowerment. A lot of women, or even the girl child, because most of the following here are the youth. They are girls and ladies straight from school, after school, and we just want to talk to them. Like, we have girls down there. They've looked for a job probably. How life is on the streets, and then probably they have a skill. How did you even start? Just inspire a girl child down there.
Yeah. For starters, I must let all women or girls there know that our trajectory in life is about to change.
Correct.
So certainly you have to move with the change. Change is a fact of life. I know education is it's a basic human right, and today it's a great necessity. Yeah. But even when you don't get that, don't lose hope.
Yes.
Don't lose hope. Yes. So if you have a skill out there, why not use it? Let's use things around us to make it in life.
Capital. You don't have capital.
I can tell you that the people around you are your first social capital.
Correct.
Yes. I can also tell you that you don't need a lot of money to change your life, to better your life. Use what is around you. See, in most cases, people copy ideas. You see, so and so is doing a boutique business. You have not done your research. You have not,
true.
You do not know why they are particularly selling clothes. Maybe they are passionate about it. So you rush to start that, and then along the way you lose it. So if it's not your passion, that means you will not collect your pieces to start all over again.
Sharon, is passion enough?
Yeah.
It's just passion enough.
Passion and vision. I want women to have this authentic power.
Correct.
Authentic power is not the beauty, it's not the money we have, but our personality, what is within us to serve our souls.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you talk about something very, very important. Now, my sisters down there, most of the girls down there, think beauty is everything. You know, we call them, my producer Shema, slayers. They're just, they all they want to do is slay, maybe look nice on Instagram, and at the end of the day, they have no income. And they think beauty is enough. Talk to a girl down there.
Yeah, to me, beauty is not all that really we see. It's not glamorous, and beauty fades. And anyway, it lies in the hands of the beholder.
Correct.
What is beautiful to you might look terrible to me.
Yeah.
I can assure you, show me that beautiful woman. I'll show you a man who's tired of her. Show me
Let's slow
an
down.
ugly woman. I'll show you a guy who's dying to win.
Let's slow down with that. Show me a beautiful woman, and I will show you a guy that is tired of her.
Yeah, so it's not about beauty.
My goodness. So it's not about beauty.
It's not about.
It's never enough.
Yeah. To me, it's about what you feel within. Yeah, and probably the lives you're impacting, the legacy you live on.
Correct.
At least it feels so good to know that, wow, so and so helped me start up this idea. I like it when people approach me, and especially the women I work with in the market. They call me Musomesa because when I go there, I tell them about financial literacy. I tell them that even when they make this money, they should plan for it. They should save. They should better their lives.
Correct.
You see, me, I'm a mother. So if we are to give our children a foundation to thrive on, opportunities that will be really limitless, then we must change the way we do things.
Correct.
We must work like never before.
Correct.
Yes, and of course we must work with each other, better our country, and all of us.
Yeah. Before we go for a short break, actually, let's just talk about maybe, for instance, someone who's started a business and failed, and they're disillusioned. They think it's the end of life. A woman out there maybe yali abasubula matoke maybe from Bara or Masaka, and business negwa. What advice would you have for such a lady?
Yeah, tough business zigwa. You have to be dynamic.
Okay.
Dynamic in a sense that first of all, as a woman, you must have 5 streams of income. Get different portfolios.
Streams of income.
Yes. Such that when one is not working, the other one will boost.
How sustainable is 5 streams of income?
Very sustainable. For us, we are multitaskers. I mean, as a woman, there's that other sense that God gave us. Sorry,
sixth sense. So does that make women more efficient than men?
Of course, as a matter of fact. Imagine back in the day, our mothers would do everything.
Are you a feminist?
No, but of course I have to say I'm a female, and I'm passionate about women, and I love working with women, and my involvement with women started way back in my childhood. So
okay. But you think someone can do more than one thing? Yeah, like on a serious note, they do more than one thing.
I can tell you, I'm doing more than 5 things.
Wow.
Yeah, I can tell you.
How sustainable is this for you?
No, you just have to make sure that you're programmed, you're programmed, and you love what you're doing.
Correct.
I love what I'm doing, so it comes off so easily.
Goes back to passion.
Yeah.
But don't you think, as we go for break, don't you think you parents, for instance, someone wants to do, it takes me back to passion. You parents, you have babies, and you see your girl is passionate about, let's say, beauty or something else, and then for you, like, no. For us, we're like a family I come from, they're very traditional. Law, engineering, medicine. If it doesn't fall in those lines, then you're wasting time. So if someone is passionate about something else, and you as parents want the traditional courses, don't you think there's a conflict of interest there?
Yeah, I must confirm that. But I want women to believe in themselves more than how their parents believe in them.
Okay.
You understand? You also realize that children need guidance.
Yes, that's true.
You need to guide your child.
That's true.
So, but times have changed. We've been in an era where children show up actually these skills, their talents, even when they're still young.
Yeah, that's true.
You realize your child is super smart. So you need to encourage this child. You need to keep them on their hooks. Otherwise, they'll get bored.
Correct.
Yes. Correct. So you have to make sure you engage them. You give them activities that will help them in future. Because at the end of the day, as a mother or as a parent, you must encourage and you must watch out to your child. Whatever they are doing, the people they are interacting with. Because these things affect us even
when you grow up.
Yeah, when you grow up, and even it affects your decision making.
Now on that point of decision making, I would like to go for a short break, but when we come back we just talk about decision making and then how government can help you people who are trying to help the women in that kind of employment space and inspiration. All right, now do not go away. The desk is getting heated up. I'm with a beautiful lady. She's married, she's a family woman, lovely babies, and I tell you, she has a future for the women in investment, and she's trying to inspire here and there. Now do not go away. The desk returns in a bit. And welcome back. Now if you've just joined us, I'm afraid you've missed the first segment of this very lovely episode of The Desk, where we're talking to the girl child and women in particular. Now you can follow this very lovely discussion on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. That is for Shadrach Kisame and for U24 Television. Now I tell you, the woman in the chair is, I like her because one, she is a Nalongo. She is a Nalongo, lovely babies, family woman, and she's doing more than 10 things. I'm telling you. She has actually been telling us that the girl child has the ability to multitask and do a lot of things. Stop being on social media for nothing. If you're on social media, you're advertising. Stop being in your bed for a lot of hours, because those hours you can actually use them for something. We're still here with Sharon, and we're actually broadcasting here at Nile Avenue at Nakasero Hill. Sharon, we're talking about how these girls actually, before even going to government, how these girls, most of them spend their time on social media and not advertising, abusing people. Coming to Shadrach's platform and they're like, Shadrach, I don't like your suit. Instead of, maybe advertising. Because personally, I would think social media is for advertising. But most of our girls and women are using it for nothing. Gossip. Talk to them in that regard.
Alrighty, so I would expect these girls to first make the money before you go out there on Instagram to post whatever. Let's be real.
Correct.
Because you're going to caption yourself somewhere and then it's all glamorous, it's all nice, and then you go back home, your landlord is throwing you out. You don't have even money to pay for your pedicure, your salon and everything. Correct. Then you start asking men for money, and then before you know it, you're borrowing from friends, then you're highly indebted.
Is asking from men a bad thing?
Okay, it's better for a guy to give you, but even you need that extra money. You need to have hustle money. Yeah. I love calling it hustle because that's the best money you can ever enjoy.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So instead of wasting time, they should get up and hustle.
Yeah, do something around you. I mean, start with sometimes you're driving and then you see a car or a lot for sale. Call that number, ask for the commission you'd gain from there. So there's a lot to do around you.
So hold up, you just threw in a business tip. So I'm driving around and I say plot for sale. Call the person, ask them how much.
The number.
They say 200 million. And then for you,
what's my commission?
My goodness. So you just employed yourself.
Do something around you. Girls love making up. Have you taken trouble to learn how to make up? How many people would you make up on a day? Like you be a mobile artist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you're a mother, you're at home. Can you think of maybe calling out other mothers and tell them how your routine is at home? Do parenting courses, or there's a lot that is around us. Yeah.
There's a lot.
You realize because of COVID, I've opened my eyes a lot.
My goodness.
And I want women to know that at Diva, you can get a brighter day. Forget the darkness in COVID. And forget about being given money. Work for yourself.
Wow.
Let's work together. Let's cooperate. Approach someone. How do you do this? I'd love to do this. There's internet. Use Google.
Use Google. Wow.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes. There are tutorials for anything.
Everything.
There's baking. There's pastries. There's a lot.
Wow.
You can do a lot. Before I left, when I gave birth, I had to leave employment. But
for some time.
Yes, because I'm passionate also about children, so it was hard for me to juggle work and
then the kids,
but what I decided was to stay home, and I taught baking myself on YouTube. So I was baking
on YouTube.
Yes, and doing catering services. The offices I approached would prepare for them lunch at home and deliver.
And they're doing this at your house?
At my house.
So the only capital you need is to buy the food and deliver.
And the warmers and cutlery. And that's it. Yeah.
No office, no premises, nothing. You know, I want to be honest with you. I started a business one time. That should be how many years? Like 2-3 years ago, and it failed because of rent. As downtown, as selling shoes, and my rent was quite high, very high downtown, and my business failed. So if someone eliminates rent, like you just said, what are some of the? Okay, you just gave us a few, but rent-free businesses.
There are quite a number of them.
You just gave us one.
You use your phone actually.
You use your phone.
Yes, you use your phone. You realize now because of COVID, interaction with people is going to be less. The most richest guy now is Amazon.
Yeah, Jeff
and
Bezos.
You know why? Because his supermarket is online.
Exactly.
So does he have an office?
Yeah,
he will order for things and they will come on whatever belt, and then guys will just pack and send to destinations. So let's think out of the box. Then I don't want ladies to have we have this culture of the glass ceiling. There are things that women can't do. The barrier that stops the professionalism of a woman. Yeah, we have the same brains, we have the same hands. Why can't we do? Why do people think that there are things we can't do?
Correct, Sharon. Don't you think it's a mindset?
It's a culture here. Which we need to change. We need to look at things differently.
Okay, on that point of changing culture and everything, how can government come and help you in this space?
Before even the government comes, you as an individual.
What have you done for yourself?
Yes. You work.
So a girl is saying, you know, guys, stop. I'm gonna get back to you. Stop calling me. Stop calling me and telling me things about the guests. They leave their numbers, their social media platforms. So call them. That number is actually for someone who wants to advertise with the desk or someone who wants to come on the desk, not for interactions or anything, but just send a message and then we'll definitely be able to get back to you. But we're just talking about that. Let's say for instance, government has not come out. What does Sharon do? Because you're saying before government comes in, what can I do for myself?
It's the people around you, the peer around you, the peers around you. Yeah, so if you're surrounded by people who are negative, you're going to be negative. So surround yourself with people who at least have some level of integrity, people who
what if
are
I can't
striving.
access them? I mean, chibuli chikuba mutwe down, ndi muntu wa wansi, ndi muchalo wa wansi. How do I get to you?
No, it's not about that you're coming to me or whatever, but people who are, wherever you are, involve yourself with people who are going to better your life.
Correct.
Add value to you.
Correct.
You realize as women, they love, gossiping, bickering. It doesn't take you anywhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, it's better probably get busy with something, you know.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, don't be idle. When you're idle, that's when all these things start, and then you start shooting, you're posting.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, that's not content. Yeah, are you able to better yourself? Are you able to for someone to refer you to something? I mean, wow, that lady helped me do this, or I achieved this through her.
Yes.
So yeah, let's look at things that impact others. Yeah, we are here to serve others, not ourselves.
Correct. But government, how can government? Because government has a big role to play in this cultural change, the social culture change.
Maybe government should give us a platform for visibility. Let's be a voice for those that are voiceless or those that don't have opportunities that us here have.
But there's a ministry for gender, women, and all those things. Have they? We're not really politicking, but do you think in your?
Yeah, I think they've. At least women now know their rights. Yeah. And at least a girl child goes to school. It's not like back in the day when girls were always taken for marriage, and then they would be equated to cows. Yeah, at least we have women who have made it, who have gone to school.
And women still equated to cows. I was talking to a woman the other day. I was like, I'm going to marry. They're like, hey, if you don't have cows, don't come to our compound. So I think you're still equated to cows.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not
really
at
like
least
the way
women
it was.
should know their worth. Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, know their worth, then authentic empowerment.
Correct. But do you think, you said government, people are going to school and everything, do you think it's enough? Do you think government is doing enough, realistically?
Yeah, government is giving you the basic. You also as an individual, what are you doing for yourself? We have internet around it. Like we say, we have all these things around us. Here we don't have a culture of reading. But I can assure you, reading is key. Let's teach our kids who are still young how to read. Let's let them be friends with books. Other than, being on screen all the time. We need to avoid the screen time for the children and let them interact, have activities, be practical, and learn all these things.
Finally, as we go for a break, a woman who is not in Kampala, maybe they're in Chenjojo or somewhere, and they're watching the desk, and they are inspired. How do they start? Because things tend to be a little bit faster in Kampala and other than the rural areas.
Actually, that's what people think, but it's better in the rural areas. You know
Really?
what? Yes. Kampala, there's a lot of congestion. There's also money out there. Why are we all coming here to fight for the little resources here? In Chenjojo, there's a lot of land. Start up something. You can have whatever. You can do agriculture. With my degree
in business administration, I can do agriculture.
It's a basic. It's a basic foundation. So it's very okay. By the way, that degree, I can assure you that it helps you also. Maybe you'll get connection from the people you studied with, your classmates and all that. So a degree is okay, but you as an individual, are you happy? Have you made it? Like, is it the kind of life you'd want? If you look yourself in the mirror, do you like what you see? Are you contented? Yes.
Now on that point, let me go for a short break. Now she just left a question. When you look at yourself in the mirror, are you contented? Is that the kind of life that you want? Now, if you do that after the show and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, as a girl, this is not the life I want, then you need to check yourself and actually take the tips that she's been giving you. Now, do not go away. The desk actually returns in a bit. And welcome back. Now, I'm afraid this is actually the last segment of this very lovely episode of the desk, where we're tackling a lot of women and girl child related issues. And if it's Wednesday, it's all about the desk. Now, if you're there and someone in the diaspora is a friend of yours or a lady, call them up and tell them that the desk is live on U24, but it's also live on Shadrach Kisame's YouTube. Now you can follow us, Shadrach Kisame, everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just get us, and then we can actually be able to get back to you, even U24. Now U24's YouTube is also active. You can catch all these episodes that you are not able to catch live on YouTube. Now we are still with Sharon, and she's actually trying to sensitize us, but I tell you, after this, you're actually going to change your paradigm and the way you're thinking. The future for Diva Taxi. What is the way forward? Actually, before even we go to the way forward, how does someone even get to drive? Like, let's say, for instance, do they need to have their own car? Do you have the cars? Take us through.
Okay, for someone to join us at Diva, you must have a car. You fuel your car, you maintain your car. We are offering you a platform where you're able to meet your passenger, and on the passenger side to meet your driver.
Right.
So we have 2 apps on our Google Store that is ready for download. As a passenger, you'll be able to get a driver to take you to whatever destination in a safe and reliable manner. And apart from that, we are also empowering these women. We are teaching them financial literacy. And on our website, there's a tool, our future, to be able to advertise your products or services for free.
Okay, maybe you want to tell them the website. What's the website?
So the website is divataxi.net, www.divataxi.net.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the drivers come with their cars, but also there are people who have entrusted us with their cars.
Okay.
And we assign drivers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you must have a valid driving license, a national ID, a letter from Interpol to clear that you don't have any criminal record.
Okay.
Then a passport photo, and registration is free of charge. We have a highly professional mechanic that will test your car and okay it to start driving.
Okay.
And then you make a difference. Even
Just
when
like
you're
that?
yes, even when you're working, even when you have a job, we're working with all classes of women, the corporate and women of low class.
Yes.
Because when you have a car or you have a job, you can have this extra money over the weekend or after work.
After work.
Yes. So why not go with a client back home?
Oh, okay.
And get fuel for the next day.
Okay, so what is the future? You just talked that on the website there's something where people are going to be selling.
Yeah, all our drivers our drivers will be because you see we tell people we talk to these women to have different portfolios of income.
Okay.
Yes, so you can be a driver when you're juggling another thing.
Okay.
That's what we talked about even the other
Yes.
day. Even when you're educated, you do something on the
else.
side.
Yes.
So we advocate for that. Yes. So basically we are trying to impact these women and make let them know actually their resilience, their fundamental rights.
Yes,
please. So basically, it's a light at Diva. We hope everyone who comes at Diva will make a difference. Come, we show you what that car can do for you.
Okay, so let's just talk about the I have ordered, and then have you had scenarios, maybe safety scenarios, maybe a client threatening a driver since they are a lady because they can be. How are you being able to curb that, the security, both for the passenger and then the driver since they are ladies?
Okay, our app has a very unique feature. Call it a unique button, both on the drivers and the passenger side. And that button is linked to our numbers and police. So once you sense that something is not right, you just touch on that button and then we'll be able to get back. And then also all our drivers are equipped with a safety feature to help them just in case.
A gun, like they have a gun here in case you're trying to.
If I tell you this feature, then it will not be a measure.
Okay.
But trust me, every female driver has this.
So you there, if you're planning to take advantage, and then you're oh my goodness. I you're trying to take advantage. There's a gun in the car. I've told you. Oh my god. So how long have you been? 2 months now?
Yeah, 2 months.
How is business going?
Wow, we were marveled at the sight of the downloads on the Google Store.
Oh wow.
So we are now about 80 women.
80 women. 80.
Yes, that we are empowering that are driving with us. Yes, of course passengers are many. So we are calling drivers out there to come and join.
You need more women.
Yeah, we need more drivers. All this is a women thing. So don't even say you need more women. We are calling.
Oh, drivers. Okay, yeah. I'm idolizing it. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Apologies.
So we are now in the process of recruiting more drivers. Yeah, come, we'll show you what that car can do for you.
Why are you limiting? My producer, Shem, Shadrach, you could give us.
We realize other players in the market have given you a big platform. At least men are dominating. So we said, why not have our own? Well, we are not going to, to start
to
compete and fighting. By the time they pick a lady out there, it will be like the percentage is 0 point.
The chances are
So we decided to create our own.
Specifically women.
Yes, specifically women. We do our own thing. We make our own money. We feel good. We better our families.
So what are the chances that I order for a Diva taxi and a guy shows up?
No, there are no chances. There are no chances. Yeah.
Zero.
Don't even think about it. If you order from Diva taxi, a lady driver will appear. All right.
Okay. So as we wind this whole thing up, talk to a woman, who is watching there, and they think their dreams are not valid. They think, they are advanced in age. Oh, emiaka jimpi seconds and nasobola. I'm in my 30s. Yeah, but just talk to such a woman.
Okay, what I would tell such a woman is the attitude. Do you have a winning attitude? And remember, what you put in yourself is what comes out. So fill yourself with positive vibes.
Yeah, correct.
When you fill yourself with positive vibes, then everyone around you will feel the beauty in you. Yes. So don't lose hope. Keep striving. Let's fight on. Let's work together. Let's better our country and have, flourish families. And yeah, it's basically working together.
Correct.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just a thought from a man. So when these women hear your training and the drivers, after they drive so much, they make businesses on the side and they get money. Will they need us anymore?
This is extra hustle money. You as a man, do your role. I'm not telling you don't give this lady money. Do your role. And this lady also is making extra money to do other things.
She thinks she's big.
No.
Now I can't talk in the house because now she has money in her account. And you could find maybe she even has 10 more million on her account than
There's
mine.
no money that is enough. Actually, can I tell you something? The more money you want, the more money you have, the more you'll want.
Correct.
So you cannot get satisfied with money. That's how it is.
Okay, so they will still need that.
It's a scarce resource, but once you have it, make sure you value money. Because opportunities don't just keep coming all the time.
Correct.
Today Diva is here, we don't know about tomorrow. So at least make sure you better yourself.
Take advantage of it.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
So would you reach a certain number of drivers and stop?
No. We are here to stay. We are here to give women hope. Those that have lost it. And then we are also here to give hope to the disabled. You realize some people are deaf. So if you're deaf, you can't talk and you can't hear. But with this app of ours, you're able to trace your passenger because there's a feature where you're able to send a message to this client. So even when you can't talk, at least you can be able to make money. You have a skill of driving. So let's try to know us.
How realistic is that, Sharon, before we even finish up this thing? How realistic is it for a deaf person to drive and make money?
It's very realistic because we at Diva, like I told you, our app, it's a software. So we put a feature where you're able to send a message. So that even when you can't talk or hear, you're able to communicate with someone.
Okay, because usually when I order a cab, I call them out. I'm like, hey, George,
so now here there's a feature where someone will send you a message actually to locate you. Yes.
Wow.
So
wow, this sounds good. Your last words. Actually, tell them where offices are. You're on social media?
Oh yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, everywhere is Diva Taxi.
Diva Taxi.
Everywhere.
And, Facebook, yeah, we have a Facebook page. Our offices are in Bugolobi, which is such a complex. And we're on second floor, room 210.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyone who wants you, they'll just go there. And then maybe you want to repeat the website for them.
Yeah, www.divataxi.net.
All right.
Yeah, and the phone number?
Yeah, you can give them a phone number.
Yeah, 0776. Yeah, and 78 99 76.
You want to do that again for them?
Okay, the phone number to call 0776 78 99 76. Please, women out there, come join us at Diva. Come, we make a difference. We give life to everyone around us. We not only want drivers, but you'll be also to benefit from social skills and bettering your life.
Correct. Now, we can never finish this in this 30 minutes of the desk. That's why the desk remains number one, because it remains hot. And then next week we'll have to do something else. But thank you for coming. This is the new normal. Nice to meet you, Sharon.
Thank you for calling me. I think it's just a double blessing.
Okay.
And I appreciate your time, and it's such a blessing for us to come here and be voices for those who can't
speak for themselves
and who can't come here.
Yes.
So thank you for this. It's a platform that is really important for every woman around there.
Thank you very much, and we'll definitely do it some other time, right?
I appreciate that.
Okay, now you've been a lovely audience. Thank you very much for always watching the desk on U24. Now tonight has been very inspirational, especially for the girl child, the ladies. Now I tell you, even after the show is done live, you can go back to YouTube and pick these inspirational episodes and be able to watch them for yourself. Now from me and the entire U24 management, would like to sign out. Would like to say good night, good luck, adios for God and my country. God bless this very beautiful Uganda.